Hey guys, Toxic Strikes here and welcome to a new video on my channel. Today we're going to be playing Dirt Showdown, as you probably can tell if you've played this game before. If you haven't played this game before, it's pretty much like Dirt 3 but more arcade style. It's not as serious, I guess. It's more for little kids, I should say, but Dirt 3 I guess is for little kids too, so you'll see what I'm talking about if you've never seen it. Right now we are playing on the 6620G. Scratch that. We are playing on the HP dv7-6165, and the performance setting is on low settings, or low performance graphics card, which is the 6620G. I haven't changed it to the high performance because once you do change it to the high performance, I see that once you put it back on low performance, it stays the same frames per second. And the only times it actually changes is when you switch it the very first time. So I haven't switched it, and we're going to see how it runs. So we're going to play on the Showdown tour. I'm holding the camera in this video just because I'm uploading the other video on the other camera. So, alright. Now, I'm just going to show you the performance. I'm not going to really be racing around. How much does that car cost? 6,000. Alright, I'm going to purchase it. There's my money up there. Wait, what does that say? Oh, yes. Alright, so the Scion looks sick. Alright, so let's just go with that one. I'm just going to show you the performance really. I'm not going to really be drifting because I have to hit the Q button for the drifting part. But, yeah. So on the 6620G, this is a great performance for just like the low-end graphics card. And I'm excited to see what it is on the high-performance graphics card. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to show you the settings, and we're running on 1024 by 768. No anti-aliasing or multi-sampling, but everything is on medium right now, some high. So medium to high graphics, and advanced lighting is off because that kills performance too as well. So we're gonna go. Okay, let's go here. That was terrible. But as you can see, it runs from 30 to 40 frames per second. Or not 30, but like 39 to 40. Alright, let's get some air. Alright, so that's medium to high settings. Now I'm going to show you the very low settings. Anything, like if you set the graphics options to high, it runs like 29 to 30. So each set kind of increases it, I'd say 10 frames per second. And I can't stand playing racing games like at 20 frames per second. It's really bad. Oh, that's a replay? I don't want to replay. I meant to hit restart. Okay. Sorry I'm moving around a lot. This is a really uncomfortable position. But as you can see, it runs really good on ultra low settings. 70, 60, 80, sometimes 80 frames per second. Depends on where you are. It's just really blurry. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. But the bad thing about ultra low settings is that there's no smoke, there's no skid marks. It's really ugly. It still looks good, but just the little settings, and it runs even better on ultra low settings. So as you can see there, I don't know, 60 frames per second on average. So yeah, now since I showed you that, we're going to go into not the second round, but okay, let's do this. And we're gonna go to the actual benchmark to show you guys what it looks like with dirt, or not dirt, with other cars. And I'll do ultra low and then medium settings. Low is just in between, around like 50 frames per second. So it's nothing too fancy. It's not to fancy a jar. Gonna go to options. As you can see, 90 frames per second in here. And this is still on the low graphics card, or that low performance graphics card. And I'm on a pretty low resolution too, so that's probably why it's running really good. Okay, so we're gonna let the graphics card run. I'm gonna hold the camera as steady as possible. So yeah, it runs pretty good on ultra low settings. Any game really will run really good on this laptop on ultra low. For some reason, when there's more, let's say, vehicles in the game, it runs a lot like if there was no cars in this gameplay right now, there would probably be no lag like whatsoever. It'd probably stay around, let's say, 60. And the people too, the people kill frames. Alright, so we are done, and let's see what the settings say. So the average frame 55, the lowest 38, and the total 2,833. So number of tests, okay, I don't even know why I did that. Alright, so now we are going to go into the graphical options. Medium, so that'll make it medium to high. And usually when you change it, it won't keep the same settings. And we're gonna run the benchmark again. So if you guys want to know the specs on this computer, it's an HP dv7-6165. It has a AMD A8 3500 mobile processor. It's got a 6620G low performance graphics card, a 750M high performance graphics card, 6 gigs of RAM, which I'm probably going to upgrade to 8 gigs. Man, I cannot speak. But I'm probably going to upgrade to 8 gigs of RAM. It's got like a 640 gigabyte hard drive, which is really good. It's a lot of space. And yeah, so as you can see, I hate saying that, I'm sorry, but the frames right now have increased, or I mean decreased a lot from, let's say, 50 to 30. So that's, like I said, every setting increases, decreases 10%, or 10 frames per second. So with all these people, there's a lot of people to render, which causes lag. There's all the little particles in the air. But overall, it still runs good for medium to high settings. So now I'm going to show you on the high performance graphics card. The Showdown not signed, which means it's on the 620. And we're going to click that, apply. So switch it on over, and we're going to run Dirt Showdown. and the reason it's in widowed. Reason it's in this right now is because when I clicked Control-Alt-Delete to just exit the game real quick, like, so I could switch it back, it windowed it. I can't speak, I'm sorry. So this is gonna load up. It's not responding. Oh, you can't read that. Can you read it? Not responding, yeah. But it'll respond here in a second. Alright, yeah, okay. I was getting a little worried there. So the settings right now are on the medium settings. And as you already can tell, it is running faster. Right now it was running around 40 frames per second in this stage. It's around 60. I don't know why it pops up all these things. I'm not connected to the internet because I'm in my room. So we're gonna go run the benchmark, see if it's any different. I don't know why it changed the resolution. Full screen on. Okay, so let's change those up real quick like. Would you like to accept these changes? Yes, ma'am. Alright, let's go back into the graphics options and turn on the benchmark test. So yeah, as you can tell, on the very low settings, it got up to 100 frames per second here. And it's in the medium settings now, so there obviously is a difference that's noticeable. And watch, I'm probably gonna jinx myself. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. But it's running slower than what it was before. Oh, you know why? Because it probably changed. I'm gonna have to go back into the settings. I guess it's running a little faster. But that's still medium settings, medium to high settings, 30 frames per second. Not bad. Alright, so let's check the frames. The races with a lot of people slow down the frames a lot. So 37, that's a 7%. That's 7 frames per second increase. And we are going to change that. Now we're going to change the graphics to ultra low and see how it runs from there. Hopefully I don't run out of time here, because that'll be bad. Longer than 15 minutes. I don't think I can upload longer than 15 minutes. So, yeah, 40 frames per second is 10 frames per second increase. Now it's around 50, so it's pretty good. It's on the ultra low settings, by the way. Okay, I just realized there's no other cars. That's weird. Okay, something's going up, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'm out.